Hello and welcome. Your AP Physics 1 exam is this week, so we're going to go over real FRQs from 2025. And I'm going to show you exactly where a TI-84 program can help and where it cannot. This will not solve FRQs for you. You still need diagrams, explanations, and reasoning. But what it does help you with is this: setting up your equations correctly, checking your work, and avoiding mistakes under pressure. So here we are with question 1, an inelastic collision. So what we're going to do, go down to your Mech 1. It might be Mech 1A, Mech 1B, Mech 1C, Mech 1D. Choose option 7. And you have to press enter, actually again, to run it. So we're going to go to momentum, option 5 here, and then conservation, which is option 4 in this menu. And then we're going to go to inelastic, which means they stick together, the two objects. And then what we're going to do is use simple numbers. So we're going to say the cart has mass 5, and it's moving at 6 meters per second initially, the V1I. And the block has mass 1. And starting at rest means it's going to be V2I is going to be 0. And then, so the velocity final is 5 meters per second. So if you derive a formula in the FRQ, you can plug in numbers and check instantly. And notice this, that final velocity is less than 6, which makes sense for an inelastic collision. Now, let's check for kinetic energy. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back and back. And again, it does help the more familiar you are with the menu options, the faster you're going to be able to go through all this. And there is now a PDF available. It's a free download. It should come with your bundle, but then there's also a page. It's on the Mechanics 1 page. And if you have questions, you can just contact me and I can download it. I can give it a download link. Okay, so back to this. We're going to do for the Mech 1 is going to go to work and energy, option 4. We're going to go to kinetic energy and solve for kinetic energy. Okay, before the collision, only the cart is moving. So mass is 5, velocity 6. So notice this is 90 joules. So we have 90 joules with that. But then after the collision, we're going to do kinetic energy again. We're going to do mass is 6 with the object stuck together, and velocity is 5. So notice it's 75 joules. So the energy decreased by 15 joules, exactly what we expect. This helps you check your algebra, confirm your sign, and make sure your answer makes sense. Now let's look at question 4, buoyancy. Go to Mech 2 here, Mech 2C. And then we're going to go to fluids, option 5. And then buoyancy, option 3. And we're going to go to FB, which should be F sub B, which means buoyant force, is rho times G times V. So that's option 1 there. We're going to solve for FB. And then first in the fresh water. So the rho, that looks like the P with, you know, a little bit of a broken thing here. The rho is 1,000. Some people say it's P, but I think it's rho. Okay, Greek letter there. And then G is 9.8. I know you guys are used to using 10, but we're just using this. V is 0.001. And then we have 9.8 newtons. Okay, great. Now we're going to go to salt water. So again, we're going to solve for the buoyant force there, option 1. And the rho is 1025. The G is still 9.8. And the volume is 0.001. Okay. And notice this buoyant force is 10.045 newtons. So immediately we see the salt water pushes up more strongly. Now we need acceleration. To do that, we need a net force, so we have to get the weight of the object. So we can close this. And again, some of you guys may be able to do this in your heads or kind of figure it out intuitively. This is just so you can see how the program can help you. So we're going to go to, we're going to exit. So we're going to go to PRGM, and then we want to go to Mech 1C, which is option 7. And then there we go. We're going to go to Dynamics, which is option 2 there. And then we're going to go to weight because we want to find out the weight of this. And the W equals mg. We're going to solve for W. So the mass is 0.8. The G is 9.8. And then, so we get the weight is 7.84 newtons. Now to compute the net force, we're going to do the 9.8 minus 7.14. So what I'm going to do, I think, can I just quit from there? No, I can't. Phooey, I've got to exit. Okay. So I'm going to do 9.8 minus 7.84. And then that's 1.96. So that's going to be 1.96 newtons upward. And then in salt water, it's going to be that 10.045 minus 7.84. And then with that, we get the 2.205 newtons upward. So we're going to go is plug it into Newton's second law. So we're going to go back to the MEC program. The MEC one, that is, sorry. And then we're going to go to dynamics. And then we're going to go to F equals ma, option 1. And we're going to solve for A, acceleration here. So the force for the fresh water, this is going to be that 1.96. And the mass is 0.8. And that gives about 2.45 meters per second squared. Now for salt water, we're going to solve for A again. And again, in this case, the force is 2.205 and the mass is 0.8. And then it gives about 2.76 meters per second squared. So acceleration is larger in salt water. This matches exactly what the FRQ is asking. Which one accelerates more and why? Now from question 2, we're going to go for that one. We're going to go to the MEC 2. So we'll go to program, TI basic, and the MEC 2 for me is option 8. Then we're going to go to springs and elastic PE, elastic potential energy, option 2. And U equals 1/2 kx squared. Right there, option 1. In this case, the K is 10 and X is 1. So that gives us 5 joules. Now, to double the displacement, we're going to go to K is 10 because that remains the same, except now we're going to double the displacement. So that's, 2 times 1 is 2. And then we get 20 joules. Okay, so when X doubles, the energy quadruples. That confirms energy is proportional to X squared. Here's where the calculator does not help. Doesn't help in drawing diagrams, doesn't help explaining reasoning, doesn't help writing derivations, doesn't help graphing relationships. These are a big part of your score. But used the right way, this helps you check your work, avoid mistakes, go into the exam with confidence. If you want to try it, links in the description. There's also a free starter bundle if you want to test it first. Good luck in your exam, whether you're using this on your AP, college, high school physics. It should help you with mechanics. And I will do a walkthrough of, and go ahead and send me PDFs of practice tests you have for your physics exams, especially college students and returning students especially. And I'll walk through them. Just give me time because it's just been cramped. I've had, a few eye surgeries, well, not a few, a couple in the past 3 months. So I've been out of commission and this should have been done months ago. So shame on me. But hey, what's done is done. And I hope this helps you and may the 4th be with you.